true?
Yea, it were a pity that they should suffer salvation, body and soul.
Nay, that were a punishment too good for them, that they should have the allegiance in them, being chosen for the prince's watch.
Well, give them their charge, neighbor Dogberry.
Never Seco! God hath blessed you with a good name. To be a well-favored man is a gift of fortune, but to write and read comes by nature.
Both by which, Master Constable?
You have! I knew it would be your answer. You are thought here to be the most senseless and fit man for the constable of the watch. Therefore, bear you the lantern. Choo!
Oh!
This is your charge. You must comprehend all vagrant men. You are to bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How if he will not stand?
Why then take no note of it, and let him go. Then presently call the rest of the watch together, and thank God you are rid of the night.
If he will not stand when he is bidden, he is none of the prince's subjects.
True, and they are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. You shall also make no noise in the streets, for the watch to babble and to talk is most tolerable, and not to be endured.
You'd rather sleep and talk we know belong to a watch.
Why you speak like an ancient and most quiet watchman? For I cannot see how sleeping should have been, only have a care that your bills be not stolen. Well, you ought to call up all alehouses and bid those that are drunk get them to bed.
How if they will not?
Why, then let them alone till they are sober. If they make you not, then the better answer you may say that they are not the men you took them for.
Well, sir.
If you meet a thief, you may suspect him by virtue of your office. To be no true man, and for such kind of men, the less you meddle or make with them, why, the more is for your honesty.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Truly, by your office you may, but I think they that touch pitch will be defiled. The most peaceable way for you, if you do take a thief, is to let him show himself what he is, and steal out of your company.
You have always been a merciful man, partner.
Truly, I'll not hang a dog by my will, much more a man who hath any else seen him.
If you hear a child crying tonight, you must call the nurse and bid her still it.
How if the nurse be asleep and will not hear it?
Why then depart in peace, and let the child wake her with crying. For the ewe that will not hear her lamb when it baas will never answer a calf when he bleats.
'Tis very true.
This is the end of your charge. You, constable, to present the prince's own person. If you meet the prince in the night, you may stay him.
Nay, by Our Lady, I think you cannot.
5 shillings to 1 on him. If any man in your society, he may stay him. Marry, not without the prince be willing. For indeed the watch ought to offend a man, and it is an offence to stay a man against him.
By Our Lady, I think it be so.
Well, masters, good night. And there be any manner of wait chances called up me. Keep your fellows' counsels and your own. And good night. Come, neighbor.
Well, masters, we know our charge. Let's sit here on the church bench full too, and then all to bed.
More, honest neighbors. I pray you watch about Signor Leonato's door, for the wedding be in there tomorrow. There's a great coil tonight. Adieu, be vigilant, I beseech you.
What, comrade? Sir, comrade, I say! Here, man, I'm not found. Now forward with my tale. Stand thee close then, and I will like a true drunkard utter all to thee.
Some treason! Now stay close!
Therefore I know I've been a Don John 1,000 deaths.
Is it possible any villainy should be so dear?
Thou should rather ask if for possible any villainy should be so rich. For when rich villains have need of poor ones may make what price they will. I wonder at thou showest thou art unconfirmed. Thou knowest that the fashion of a doublet or a hat or a cloak is nothing to a man.
Yes, it's apparel.
I mean the fashion.
Yes, the fashion is the fashion.
Tush, I may as well say the fool's the fool. But thou seest what a deformed thief this fashion is.
I know that deformed. He's been a vile thief this 7 year. I remember his name.
Didst thou not hear somebody?
No, 'twas the maid on the house. All this I see, and I see that the fashioners are more apparel than the man. But art not thyself giddy with the fashion too, seeing as thou hast shifted out of thy tale into telling me of the fashion?
Then know that I have tonight wooed Margaret, the Lady Hero's gentlewoman by the name of Hero. She leads me out her mistress's chamber window, bids me 1,000 times good night, I tell this so vilely. I should first tell thee how the Prince Claudio and my masters, planted and placed by my master's donjon, saw afar off this amiable encounter.
And thought that Margaret was hero?
2 of them did, the Prince and Claudio, but the devil my master knew she was Margaret, and partly by his oaths which did first possess them, and partly by the night which did first deceive them, but chiefly by my villainy did confirm any slander that donjon and me. Away went Claudio enraged, swore he would meet her as he was appointed the next morning at the temple. And then, before the whole congregation, shame her with what he saw her night, and send her home again without a husband.
We charge you with the princess next down! Call up the right master constable. We have here discovered the most dangerous pieces of lechery ever known in the Commonwealth.
Masters! Masters!
You only need to inform the court, I warrant you.
Masters!
Never speak, we charge you. Call us, obey you, no witness.
We're about to prove a goodly commodity taken up with these men's bills.
Commodity in question, I warrant you. Come, we'll obey you.
Good Ursula. Call to my cousin Beatrice and desired to rise.
Hello, lady.
And bid her come hither.
Well, Charles, I think the other were better.
No, pray think of me. I'll run with this, for my heart is exceeding heavy.
'Twill be heavier soon by the weight of a man.
Why, upon thee, art not ashamed?
Oh, what, lady? Is there any harm in the heavier for a husband? None, I think, if be the right husband and the right wife. Otherwise, 'tis light and not heavy. As my lady Beatrice Ellis, here she comes.
Good morrow, coz.
Good morrow, sweet dear.
Why, how now do you speak in such a sick tune?
Oh, I'm out of all the tune, methinks.
Perhaps into the line of love, that goes without burden. You'll sing it, and I'll dance it.
You lie in love with your heels. Then, if your husband has sails enough, you will see you shall lack no barns.
And the Judy construction, I scored that with my heels.
Cousin, 'tis almost 5 o'clock. 'Tis time we were ready. On my troth, I'm exceeding ill. Aho.
This perfume the cows have is excellent.
I'm stuffed, cousin. I cannot smell.
A maid and stuff, there's good with catching a cold.
Oh, God help me. How long have you professed apprehension?
Ever since you left it, doth not my whip become you rarely?
It does not seem enough. You should wear it in your cap. Oh, my God.
Get you some of this distilled hard as Benedictus and lay it on your heart.
Benedictus? Why Benedict? You have some moral in this Benedictus?
Moral, no, by my troth, I have no moral. Yet Benedict swore he would never marry, and yet now, in spite of his heart, he eats his meat without grudging. And how you may be converted, I know not. But methinks you look with your eyes as other women do.
What basis is that thy tongue
A
keeps?
sauce gallant.
Shut up! Withdraw. The prince, the count, Senior Benedict, Johnston, and all the gallants of the town have come to fetch you to church.
Help me just because he makes you their son.
What would you with me, honest neighbor?
Very, sir. I would have some confidence with you that discerns you near.
Oh, brief, I pray, for you see, it is a busy time with me.
Very, this it is, sir.
Yes, the truth it is, sir. What is it, my friends?
Good man Verges, sir, speaks a little off the matter. In his wits are not so blunt as, God help, I desire they were. But in faith, honest as the skin between his brows.
Yes, I thank God I am as honest as any man living that is an old man and no honester than I.
Comparison to odorous neighbor.
Neighbors, you are tedious.
It pleases your worship to say so. But we are the poor Duke's officers. But truly, for mine own part, if I were as tedious as a king, I could find it in my heart to bestow it all in your worship.
All thy tediousness on me.
Yea, and 'twere 1,000 pound more than 'tis, for I hear as good exclamation on your worship as of any man in the city. And though I be but a poor man, I'm glad to hear it.
And so am I. I would fain know what you have to say. And, sir, I watch tonight, accepting your worship's presence, have taken the couple as errant names as any in Messina.
A good old man, sir. He will be talking, as they say, when the age is in, the wit is out. And 2 men riding a horse, one must ride behind. And on his soul, in faith, sir, on my troth he is, has ever brook bread. But all men are not alike. Alas, good neighbor.
Oh, indeed, neighbor, he comes too short of you.
Gifts that God gives.
I must leave you now.
One word, sir. Our what, sir? Have ye comprehended 2 spacious persons? and we would have them this morning examined before your worship.
Take their examination yourself and bring it me. I am now in great haste, as it may appear unto you.
It shall be suppliance.
Take some wine, ere you go. Fare you well.
My lord, the way for you to give your daughter to her husband.
I'll wait upon the wine ready.
Go, compartner! Get you to Francis Seacole. Bid him bring his pen and ink to the jail. We are now to examination these men.
And we must do it wisely.
We shall spare for no wits, I warrant you. Here's that shall drive some unto an uncommon. Only get the learned writer to set down our excommunication and meet me at the jail.
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady?
No.
To be married to her, friar, you come to marry her.
Lady, you come hither to be married to this count?
I do.
If either of you have any inward impediment why you should not be conjoined, I charge you on your souls to utter it.
Know you any hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any count?
I dare make his answer none.
Oh, what men dare do.
How now, interjections?
Stand me by, friar. Father, by your leave, will you freely, unconstrained soul, give me this maid, your daughter?
As freely son as God to give her me.
And what you have to give back, whose worth may counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble thankfulness. There, Leonato, take her back! Give not this water nor shield friend, but she's a sign of semblance in her honor. Behold, like a maid, she blushes here. Oh, what authority is shown true. King Cody sin cover itself with all. Comes not his blood as modest evidence to witness simple virtue. Would you not swear, all you that see her, that you were made by these exterior shows? But she is none. She knows the heat of a luxurious bed.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married. Not to knit my soul for a proof wanton.
Dear, my lord, if you and your own proof have vanquished the resistance of her youth and made defeat of her virtue.
I know what you would say. That she did embrace me as a husband and so insinuate beforehand sin. No, Leonato. I never tempted her with words too large. But as a brother to a sister, showed bashful sincerity and comely love.
And seeing I ever otherwise to you?
And of as I see, I will run against it. You see me, as Diane in her orb, as chaste as the blood ere it be blown, but you are more tempered in your blood than Venus of the pampered animals that rage in savage sensuality.
It's my lord well that he doth speak so wise.
Sweet prince, why speak not you?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored to have done about, to lead my dear friend to a common state.
Oh, these things spoken, or do I but dream?
Sir, they are spoken and these things are true.
It's not like a nuptial.
Oh, God!
Leonato, stand I here. Is this the prince? Is this the prince's brother? Is this face heroes? Or our eyes our
Oh,
own?
this is so. What of this, my lord?
Let me move but one question to your daughter. And by your fatherly and kindly power, bid her answer truly.
I charge thee do so as thou art my child.
Oh, God, how am I beset? What kind of catechising call you this?
To make you answer truly in your name.
Is it not hero? Who can blot that name with that is just reproach?
Mary, that can't hero. Hero itself can blot out hero's virtue. What man was he talking with you yesternight outside your window betwixt 12 and 1?
I talked to no man at that hour, my lord!
Well, then you know, lady, Leonato, I am sorry to see her. Upon my honor, myself, my brother, and his screaming cat did see her. Hear her at that hour last night, talking a ruffian who has indeed most like a liberal villain, who must the violent characters they have had 1,000 times in secret.
My lord, these things are not to be named. There's not chastity enough in language to utter them without this. Thus, pretty lady, I am sorry for thy much misgovernment.
Oh, hero, what hero hast thou been? Of how the outward graces have been placed about thy hearts and counsels of thy heart. But fare thee well, most thou, most fair, farewell thy piety and pious purity. Of thee I'll lock up all gates of love, and of thee I would shall conjecturing to turn all beauty into thoughts of harm. And never shall be more gracious.
Does no man's dagger here a point for me?
What happened to the hero? We're pressing you down!
Come, these things thus come to light, smother her spirits.
How about the lady?
Dad!
for her shame that may be wished for.
Where hast thou been, hero? Have comfort, lady?
Dost thou look up?
Yea, wherefore should she not?
Wherefore? Why does not every earthly thing cry shame upon her? Could she have denied the shore there's prison in her blood? Do not live, hero, do not open thine eyes. Did I think thou wouldst not conclude I myself on the river approaches? Oh, grief, why I had but one! Oh, one too much by thee, why had I one? Why almost thou loved in my eyes? But mine, in mine I loved, in mine I praised, in mine I was called mine so much that I myself was to myself not mine. Claudio, your girl, she is fallen to a prison fatigue with the wine she has dropped you for you to wash her clean again, and salt too little which may season you for foul.
Sir, be patient. For my part, I am so tired and wonder I know not what to say.
On my soul, my cousins be lies.
Lady, were you Rosetta last night?
No, truly not. Although I tell us that I have this fault, hear me a little, for I have only silent been so long, and given away unto this course of fortune by noting of the lady. I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions to start into her face, 1,000 innocent shames and angel whiteness beats away those blushes, and in her eye that hath a pair of fire to burn the airs that the princess holds against her maiden true.
Friar, it cannot be.
Lady, what man is he you are accused of?
They know that to accuse me. I know none. If I know more than any man alive, than thou which lacks speed and modesty, let all my sins lack mercy. Oh, Father, prove to you that any man would be conversed at hours of need, when that I yesternight maintained the change of words with any creature. Refuse me, hate me, torture me to death.
There are some strange misprision in the princes.
Two of them have the very bent of honor. Yet their wisdom be misled as the cracks of a lies in John the Baptist.
I know not. But they speak but truth for these hands. If they wrong her honor, the proudest of them shall well hear of it.
Pause a while, and let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here, the princess left for dead. Let her be secretly kept in, and publish it that she is dead indeed.
What shall become of this? What will this do?
Mary, this will carry shout on her behalf. Change slander to remorse, that is some good. But not for that dream I on this strange course. She dying, as it must be so maintained, upon the instant she was accused, shall be lamented, pitied, and excused of every hearer. For it so falls that though what we have we prize not to the word, while we enjoy but being lacked and lost. Why then we rank the value, then we find the virtue that possessions would not show us while it was ours. So will it bear Claudio? When he shall hear she died upon his words, the idea of her life shall sweetly creep into the study of imagination, and every lovely organ of her life shall come apparelled in more precious habit, more moving, delicate, and full of life into the eye and prospect of his soul. Then when she lived indeed, then shall he mourn, and wish he had not so accused her. No, though he thought his accusation true, let this be so. And if it sort not well, you may conceal her, as best benefits her wounded reputation, in some reclusive and religious life, out of all eyes, tongues, minds, and injuries.
Signor Leonato, let the friar advise you in this. And though you know my eagerness and love is very much unto the Prince and Claudio, if by mine honor I shall deal in this as secretly and justly as your soul should with your body.
Being that I flow under the smallest toy may lead me.
'Tis well consented, presently away. Come, lady, die to live. This wedding day, perhaps is but to prolong. Have patience and endure.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I weep while longer.
I shall not desire that.
You have no reason. I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wrong.
How much by the man deserve that we would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
Very even way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so well as you. Is not that strange?
It is as strange as the thing I know not. Oh, it is possible for me to say I love nothing so much as you, but
Believe me not. And yet I lie not. I confess nothing nor deny nothing. I'm sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear and eat it.
I will swear by it that you love me, and make him eat of it that say I love thee not.
Will you not eat your word?
With no sauce that can be devised to it, I protest I love thee.
Why then God forgive me.
What offense, sweet Beatrice?
You have saved me in a happy hour. As for about to protest, I loved you.
And do it with all thy heart?
I love you so much in my heart that none is such a protest.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Very well.
Terror to you.
I'm gone over here. Nay, there's no love here. I pray you let me go.
Here.
In faith, I will go.
We'll be friends first.
Dare he to be friends with me than fight with mine enemy?
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not proved from the height of a villain that has scorned, slandered, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man. What? Bear her hand until he come to take hand of a public accusation, uncovered slander, a mitigated breaker. Oh God, that I were a man. Oh, I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Top of the man at a window, a proper sin.
Neighbor, peace.
Sweet hero, she is wrong, she is slandered, she is undone.
Yes,
Princes and counties, surely a princely testimony, a goodly count, a sweet gallant, surely. Oh, that I were a man for his sake, or that I be friends of a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into courtesy, valor into compliment, and then turned only into time, and trim ones too. He's now as valiant as Hercules, only tells a lie and swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing, before will die a woman with grieving.
Terror to Beatrice. By this hand, I love thee.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul that Count Claudio hath wronged hero?
Yea, as much as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand, and so leave you. By this hand, Claudio shall render me a dear account. As you hear of me, so think of me. Go comfort your cousin. I must say she is dead, and so farewell.
Is our whole assembly appeared?
Which be the malefactors?
Very little more. And my partner.
Nay, that's certain. We have an exhibition to examine.
But which are the offenders to be examined? Let them come before Master Constable.
Yea, Mary, let them come before me. What is your name, friend?
Horatio.
Pray, right down. Horatio. Yo, sir?
I'm a gentleman, sir, and my name is Conrad.
Write down, master gentleman, Conrad. Master, see, serve God.
Yea, sir, we hope.
Write down, they hope they serve God. And write God first. For God defend, for God should go before such villains. Masters, it is proved already that you are a little better than false names. You never go near to be thought so shortly. How answer you for yourselves?
Marry, sir, we say we are none.
A marvelous, witty fellow, I assure you. But I will go back with him. Come here hither, sir. A word in your ear. Sir, I say to you, it stopped your false names.
Sir, I say to you that we are none.
Well, stand aside. Before God, they are both in a tale. Have you written down that they are none?
Master Constable, you have not the way to examine. You must call forth to watch that are their accusers.
Mary, let us yet this way. Let the watch come forth. Masters, I charge you, in the prince's name, accuse these men.
This man said, sir, that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain.
Write down Prince John a villain. Now this is black perjury. To call the prince's brother a villain.
Master Constable.
Pray thee, fellow peace, I do not like thy look, I promise thee.
What heard you say, Mouse?
Learned that he had received 1,000 ducats of Don John for accusing the lady hero wrongfully.
Black burglary, never was committed.
Nay, by mass, that it is.
What else, fellow?
And that Count Claudio did mean upon his worst to disgrace hero in front of the whole assembly and not to marry her.
Oh, villain! Thou wilt be condemned into everlasting redemption for this!
What else? This is all. And this is more masters than you can deny. Prince John, is this Mourning secretly stolen away? Hero was in this manner accused, in this very manner refused. And upon the grief of this suddenly died Master Constable, let these men be bound and brought to Leonato. I will go before and show them their examinations.
Come, let them be opinion.
Let them be in the hands of Costco.
God's my life! Where is the sexton? Let him write down the prince's officer, Coxcomb. Come, bind them, thou naughty bonnet.
Wait! You are an ass! You are an ass!
Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect mine is? Oh, that he were here to write me down an ass. But masters, remember that I am an ass. Though I be not written down, yet forget not that I am an ass. No, thou villain, thou art full of piety. I shall be proved upon thee by good witness. I am a wise fellow, and which is more, an officer, and which is more, a household, and which is more, as pretty a piece of flesh as any Messina. Bring him away! Oh, that I've been writ down an ass.
If you go on thus, you will kill yourself. It is not wisdom to set grief against yourself.
My soul doth tell me hero is the light, and that shall Claudio know. So shall praise all that thus dishonor her.
Look, here come the Prince and Claudio hastily.
Good evening.
Good day,
Hear ye, my lords.
We have some haste, Leonato.
Some haste, my lord. Well, fare you well, my lord. Are you so hasty now? Well, all is one.
Nay, there are four of us, school man.
If he could write himself a quarreling, some of us lie low. Who wrongs him?
Marry, thou dost wrong me, thou dissembler, thou nay! Never lay thy hand upon thy sword. I fear thee not.
Mary, beshrew my hand, if they give your age should cause of fear, my hand but nothing to my sword.
Tush, man, never fear and jest at me. Thou hast so wronged mine innocent child to me that I enforce lay my reverence by, and with grey hairs and bruise of many days do challenge thee to trial of man. I say thou hast belied mine innocent child. Thy slander hath gone through and through her heart, and she lies buried with her ancestors' own, in a tomb where never scandal slept, save this of hers, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy?
Thine, Claudio, thine, I say.
You say not right, old man.
My lord, I'll prove it on his body if he dare.
Away! All I have to do with you.
Canst thou so dash me? Thou hast killed my child, if thou kills me, but thou shalt kill a man.
I shall kill two of us and Benedick, but that's no matter. Rather kill him.
Brother!
Content yourself. God knows I love my niece and she's dead. Slated to death by villainy.
Gentlemen, both. I will not with your patience. My heart is sorry for your daughter's death, but on my honor, she is charged with nothing but was true and very full of proof.
My lord,
I will not hear you.
No? Come, brother, away. I will be heard.
And shall, or some of us the smart for it.
See? Here goes the man we came to seek.
Now, Senor, what news?
Good day, my lord.
Welcome, senor. You're almost going to part almost afraid.
We don't like to have our two noses snapped off by two old men without teeth.
Leonato's brother. What thinkest thou? Have we fought? I doubt we've been too young for them.
In a false quarrel there is no true valor. I came to seek you both.
Wilt thou use thy wit?
In my scabbard shall I brought?
Dost thou wear thy wit by thy side?
I speak a word in my ear! You are a villain! I jest not. I will make it good how you dare, with what you dare, and when you dare. Do me right, or I will protest my cowardice. You have killed a sweet lady, and her death shall fall heavy upon you. Fare ye well, boy. You know my mind. I leave you now to your gossip-like humor. You rake jests as brackets through the blades, which God be thanked, hurt not. Prince, for your many courtesies I thank you. I must discontinue your company. Your brother, the bastard, has fled from the scene. You have among you killed a sweet and innocent lady. As for my Lord Blackbeard there, he and I shall meet. And until then, peace be with you.
He is in earnest.
Most profound earnest. And I warned you for the love of Beatrice. And I challenged thee most sincerely. But, soft, didn't he say my brother was fled?
Come you, sir! It just is out. Connection that cannot tell you she should never weigh more reasons in a balance. Nay, and you be a cursing hypocrite once. You must be the two.
How? Two of my brothers went down? Borachio what? Hardly after the defense, my lord. Officers, what offense have these men done?
Very, sir. They committed false report. Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondarily, they are slanderous. Sixth and lastly, they belied a lady. Thirdly, they verified unjust things. And to conclude, they are lying eggs.
First I ask thee what they have done. Thirdly, I ask thee what's their offense. Sixth, and lastly, why they are committed. And to conclude, what you lay to their charge.
Rightly reasoned in his own division.
Who of you offended, masters, that you are thus bound to your answer? This learned constable is too cunning to be understood. What's your offense?
Sweet prince, let me go no farther to my answer. Do you hear me? And let this count kill me. I have deceived even your very eyes. What your wisdoms could not discover, these shallow fools have brought to light, who in this night overheard me confessing to this man how Johnston, your brother, incensed me to slander the lady hero. How you were brought into the orchard and saw me caught Margaret in hero's garments. How you disgraced her when you should marry you. I feel a need to have upon record, which I'd rather seal with my death than repeat over my shame. The lady is dead upon mine and my master's false accusations, and I desire nothing but the reward of a villain.
Was not the speech like iron through your blood?
I have drunk poison while he uttered it.
But to my brother set thee on this.
Yea, and paid me richly for the practice of it.
He's composed a frame of treachery, and his blood upon his villain.
Sweet hero, now thy image doth appear in the rare semblance I loved it first.
Come, bring away the plaintiffs. By this time our sexton hath reformed, Signor Leonato of the matter. And masters, do not forget to specify, when time and place shall serve, that I am an ass.
Which is the villain? Let me see his eyes, and when I notion the men like him, I may avoid it. Which of these is he?
If you would know your wrong, look upon me.
Art thou the slave that with thy breath hast killed my innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
No, not so, villain. Thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men, a third is fled that had a hand in it. I thank you, princess, for my daughter's death. Record it with your high and worthy deed. 'Twas bravely done if you bethink you of it.
No, not output your patience, yet I must speak. Lay what penance your invention can lay upon my sin, yet sin not but in mistaking.
Nor my soul, nor I, either to satisfy this old man, or lend him any heavy weight that nature.
I cannot bid you bid my daughter live, that were impossible, but I pray you both. Possess the people interesting to hear how innocent she died, and if your love can labor aught in said invention, hang her an epitaph upon her tomb and sing it to her bones. Sing it tonight. Tomorrow morning come you to my house, and since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My brother has a daughter, almost a copy of my child that's dead, and she alone is heir to both of us. Give her the right you should have given her cousin, and so dies my revenge.
Oh, noble sir, your overkindness does bring tears from me. I do embrace your offer.
Tomorrow then, I will expect your coming. Tonight I take my leave. This naughty man shall face to face be brought to Margaret, who I believe was packed in all this wrong, hired by your brother.
No, by my soul, she was not, nor knew not what she did when she spoke to me about how always been just and virtuous, and anything that I do know by her.
Moreover, sir, this, which indeed is not a right and back, this plaintiff here, the offender, did call me ass. I beseech you, let it be remembered in his punishment.
I thank thee for thy care and honest pains.
Your worship speaks something most faithful, reverent you, and I praise God for you.
There's for thy pains.
God save the foundation.
Go! I discharge thee, and I thank thee.
I leave an errant name with your worship, which I beseech your worship to correct yourself from the example of others. God keep your worship. I wish your worship well. God restore you to health. I humbly give you leave to depart, and if a merry meeting may be wished, God prohibits it. Come, neighbor.
Farewell, my lords. Wisdom for you are. You will not fail. Tonight, call one with hero.
I deserve. I mean it singing, but in loving Mary I cannot show it in rhyme. I've tried. I can find no rhyme for lady, but baby. An innocent rhyme. For scorn, hard. A hard rhyme. For school, fool. A babbling rhyme. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet, nor I cannot woo in festival terms. Sweet Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I called thee?
Yea, depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Often spoken, very well now. And yet, ere we go, let me know that I came, which is the knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words, and thereupon I will kiss thee.
Foul words is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore, I'll depart unkissed.
Thou hast frightened the right word out of his mind, so forcible as I wit. But I must tell thee, Claudio doth undergo my challenge, and either I must hear from him shortly, or subscribe to the coward. Now, I pray thee tell me, for which of my bad parts shouldst thou first suffer love?
Oh, for them all together, which maintain such a politics as evil, that they might admit any good parts to mingle with them. But which my good parts do first suffer love for me.
Suffer love? A good epithet. I do suffer love indeed, for truly I love thee against my will.
And in spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart, if you spite for my sake, I will spite for yours, for I will never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to woo peaceably. And now tell me, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And you?
Very ill, too.
Serve God, love me, and men. And there will I leave you too, for here comes one in haste.
Madam, you must come here, uncle. Yonder's old coil at home. It is proved that my lady Harold hath been falsely accused, the Prince and Claudio mightily abused, and Don John is the author of all who is flooding Don. Will you come presently?
Will you go hear this news, Signor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy wrath, and be buried in thy eyes. And moreover, I'll go thee to thy house.
Done to death by slanderous tongues, was the hero that here lies. Death in the guerdon of her wrongs gives her fate which never dies. So the life that died through shame lives in death in glorious fame. Live thou there upon the tomb. How music sound, sing your solemn hymn. To thy bones good night. Yearly will I do this right.
Put your torches out. The wolves have prayed, and look, a gentle day, round about before the wheels of Phoebus drive us down to eastern spots of prey. Thanks to you all, and leave us. Very well.
Each is several way.
Come, let us have some fun on other weeks. Once Leonato we will go.
Time and lucky issue speeds. For this I will render up his woe.
so well.
And so am I, being else by fate and forced to call young Claudio to a reckoning for it.
Well, daughter, and you gentlemen all, withdraw to a chamber by yourselves, and when I send for you, come hither masked. Prison Claudio promised by this hour to visit me. You know your office, brother. You must be father to your brother's daughter and give her to young Claudio.
Which I will do with confirmed countenance.
Right. I must entreat your pains, I think.
To do what, senor?
To find me or undo me. One of them. Signor Leonato, truth it is, good senor, your niece doth regard you with an eye of favor.
That I might not let her, 'tis most true.
And I do with an eye of love requite her.
The sight whereof I think you have from me, from Claudio and the prince, but what's your will?
Your answer, sir, is enigmatic. But my will is that your good will would be with us at the stage we can join in the holy state of marriage. In which, good friar, I should ask your help.
My heart is with your liking.
And my help. Here comes the prince and Claudio.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, prince. Good morrow, Claudio. We here attend you. Are you yet determined today to marry with my brother's daughter?
I'll hold my mind.
Call her forth, brother. Here's the friar ready.
Which is the lady I must seize upon?
This same is she, and I do give you her.
Why then she's mine. Sweet, let me see your face.
No! That you shall not till you take her hand before this friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand before this holy fire. I am your husband. Do you like it?
When I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero?
Nothing certain. One hero dared to bow, but I do live, and surely as I live, I am a maid.
The former hero, the hero that is dead.
She died, my lord, but Walter Slander lived.
All this amazement, can I qualify? When after that the holy rites are ended, I'll tell you largely of your hero's death. Meantime, the wonders seem familiar, and to the chapel, let us presently.
Not the fair friar, which is Beatrice.
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why, no more than reason.
Why then your uncle, the Prince and Claudio, have been deceived. They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
Troth, no more than reason.
Why then, my cousin, Margaret and Ursula are much deceived, for they did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore that you were well nigh dead for me.
Tis no such matter. But then you do not love me.
No, truly, you've been friendly and content.
Come, cousin, I am sure you love the gentleman.
And I'll be sworn upon it that he does, for here's a paper written in his hand, a haunting sonnet of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice.
And here's another, written in my cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, containing her love unto Benedick.
A miracle. Here's our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have it. But by this light I take thee for pity.
I would not deny you, but by this good day I looked upon great persuasion, and hardly to save your life, for I was told you were in consumption.
Please, I will stop you now. I'll tell thee what, Prince, a college of woodcrackers can't talk me out of my humor. Dost thou think I care for a satire or an epigram? No. If a man be beaten with brains, he shall wear nothing unhandsome about him. In brief, since I do purpose to marry, I will not say anything that the world can think to say against it. Nor ever flatter me for what I have said against it, for man is a giddy thing, and that is my conclusion. Claudio, for thine part, I have thought to have beaten thee, but as thou art to be my kinsman, live unbruised, and love my cousin.
Well, I would have hoped I would have denied Beatrice, that I would have cudgeled thee out thy single life to make thee a double dealer.
Come, we're friends. Let's have a dance when we are married. We may lighten our hearts and our wives' heels.
We'll have dancing afterward.
First of my word, therefore play music. Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife, get thee a wife.
My lord, your brother John is taken in flight and brought with Armin back to Messina.
Think not on him till tomorrow. I'll devise thee brave punishments for him. Strike up, pipers!